This is a new project, project number 4, and we start to create a casting mold for casting. But first we need to think in which way it's better for start for casting. But also we need to think if we can cast it or no, or we need to machine it. Before we start to create a mold, we need to think in which way is better. And like we see, we have a part, and also we have a here inside. You can see inside how it looks. But first I want to leave you some second and thinking. And while you're thinking which way it's better for casting this project. And we need to think in because when it's floating, and also here it's this area it's important, and also this area it's important for pour, and we need to think in which way it's better to start for casting and create mold. Okay, we continue because I want to create, because first we need to think in which way we have or which side we have more material. Like we see now in this part, we have here in top we have more material, and we need to think because when it start material to shrink it, we have a problem in this area. And also we can see in surface when we have a problem with the shrinkage. But also it's a better this hole, 4 hole, we need to close, and we can go on delete face. We go in 4 and we can delete face, and this area we need to machine it, and also 4 hole we need machine it. And also here I think it's better because I can mark it. I think it's better if we machine it. We go in face, this and this, but we can close, we can delete face, go and delete face, and after that we need to control for draft, if we have a draft enough or no. But I can go and control, we go control draft, we go with the 3, like we said, inside it's important because core when it's inside, it's stuck piece inside, and we need to check for a draft. We have a 3 and it's enough for this project. But also core, we need to create 1 core from here, and also we have we need to think in this plan, not in this plan. I want to change this plan. And we have a 3 degree in this plan because we need to, when we create a mold, and half in this area and half in this area, and core, and also 1 base plate here we need to create. But I can show you and how to think and how we can create for this project. But I can show you how we can create mold for this part. In this section we continue, and I want to show how should be for runner system, gauge and also feeder. But first I want to show how should be a mold. We need to have a mold like that, split it. But when we bring it here, we need to have a draft like that, because we need to have a 3 separate, 3 separate, 3 separate part. 3 separate, 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 like that. And also we need to have a like that. And same here. In this area should be feeder in this area like that. And here we need to have it change a little in the design, this area, and also in this area. And core should be here for inside core, and connect with a bolt this core. And also we need to have a pin, injector pin from this side, and here we need to have a linear, and also injector plate should be here. Like that. And same in this area. In another side should be like that. We can create a core, move it front and back, and when it's important, take it away. But it's not good for this type of cost, because when we have a friction in this type of industry, it's not good, because we can create a problem for core, and we have a gap between the mold and core, and it's better if we have with the injector pin. And here it's in this area should be a feeder, because we have more material in this area. And when we have more material, we need to adjustment. If we have a shrinkage, in this area, we need to have only make adjustment. But first we need to have a simulation, and after that, when we create a simulation and we see it's correct 100%, we continue to create a mold, and we know how we can work, for example, to create this type of mold for this production. One it's like that, like we said, it's one it's here, and also we have number this is number 1, number 2, and number 3. And also when we cast it, it's better if we cast it with a filter, because it's for pour, it's important for pour. But I can show from another side, and from this side, we go from like we go in another project, we go like that. And here it's better to have a filter in this area, and we go with aluminum like that, and we connect here. But if we go from top, if we change the plan, if we go from top, in another way, from top, we need to have it like that. Around like that. And we need, because here it was in this area it was a runner system, and filter it was here, but it's bigger here, we need to change, and filter it was, and we need to connect from here and have it around, and we connect it for fill it with aluminum, and same here, and we go around, not like that. We go like that. But first we make some simulation and we see how should be here gauge, and we leave like that because we can use in runner system, we can use injector pin. Here we can use injector pin in here, and also injector pin we can use in same hold. When it was for drill, we can use 4 holes in that area, injector pin, and we can push out the piece. In this section we continue because I want to show you, because I have created a mold, how should be mold for this part. But first I want to show the piece, and after that I want to explain why we create a mold like that. And here it's a runner system, and this area it's a filter, and we have a gauge, 4 gauge. In that place, when we have a gauge, we use a injector pin to push out the piece, and also we have a 4 pin inside to push out piece. And this part here, it's because when mold it moves front and back, and we need to know in which place should stop mold, because when we move this, when it move front and back, this part, when it move front, and when we go back, we need to know in the right position should be this mold. And also we have one core here. This is core because if we destroy something in that core, it's better only we can replace the core. We have a linear, and also we have a here injector plate. And in injector plate we leave like that because when we connect with the piston here, when it go back piston, it touch in linear here and it stop. And when it stop, it's not go out, because when we fill it with aluminum, if it's go down, we go aluminum outside. And we have here, we have injector pin. And in this, we don't need to have it a back pin because we need to connect with the piston. And also we use a filter, and it's easier if we have a filter like that, because we can only put filter and it's not move, go down in another mold we have created before. Mold should be like that, and we don't have a problem for casting because for a moment I don't have a license for Insperia cast. Only I have a create a mold, and you can see how should be, and also I can share with you a file, and you can see if you need some information or something, you can write also to me, because I can explain why we create like that. Also you can see like that because we have one pin for push out filter, and it's better every time when we have a filter to push one pin to push out filter, because sometimes we have more friction in that area here, and it's better we have to push out the filter. And here we have also pin for push out the piece, injector pin, and we have also inside for, like we said before, it's not complete half for injector pin, but it's same like in another. You can check in catalog, and we can create it here. And also we don't create it bolt here, but it's same in before, in mold before. It's easy to create. But we have like that, and you have a float and you have a filter, and it's complete 95, like I said before, 95%. And it's important to understand for floating, and it's important to understand how should be mold. Every time it's better, if you have a part like that, it's better use this type for fill it with aluminum, runner system, gauge and feeder, because you don't have a problem with the pour, and also it's better when you use a filter like that. And leave it open more, because you can use better filter, not only in that size in a runner, but have it close to the filter. It's better to have it more and use more filter for feed it with aluminum. This type, it's good, and if we have a software for analysis, it's better, but like I said, I don't have a license for casting, and I believe that it's 95% it's correct. But also, if you when you cast it, you can change only engage a little.